Hey, what's up guys, it's me David back with yet another video, and today we are taking a look at mining. To be more specific, we're not talking about ASIC mining. We don't care about ASIC miners. We're talking about GPU mining. Yes, I'm talking about the very same thing that's inflated 1070s from $379 all the way up to $1,000. Now we're going to be talking about how everyone is mad at miners, how everyone hates miners, but we shouldn't be saying miners can't buy GPUs. And we're going to be talking about the possible solutions to the mining issue and whether Nvidia or the manufacturers of the GPUs should actually use them. So, without further ado, let's get the intro rolling. Pew! Okay guys, so first of all, we need to talk about what mining actually is, because a lot of gamers seems to think that mining is where you take a bunch of GPUs off of the shelves of the retailers and you throw them in a computer, pretty under-spec'd computer at that, and you slave them away for days and days and days and months and years, and you get this digital thing called cryptocurrency. Okay, that's kind of true, but what mining really is, it's just running algorithms to get coin, and these coins are achieved through the blockchain technology. Now, blockchain technology is not limited or restricted to cryptocurrency. It can be used for many other things like voting and all these other stuff that really will be implemented in the future, but not just in digital currency. That's really important to know. Blockchain technology is not just limited to cryptocurrency. And another thing you guys need to know is people keep on saying that people are mining Bitcoin. They're not mining Bitcoin unless they have ASICs. They're mining Ethereum, Monero, or all these altcoins. Altcoins are basically what they sound like, alternate coins. They're coins you mine and you sell them for Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin's price goes higher than what you mined them for, you sell them and you make a profit. That's kind of what it is. Some people nowadays are just selling the altcoins themselves, but still traditionally you buy Bitcoin with the altcoin, and then you sell the Bitcoin when it goes at a lower price than what you bought it for. Very basic ideas. Now that we know what mining is, let's see why people are buying GPUs over these dedicated machines called ASICs. I mean, ASICs are great. They mine hundreds of dollars per month, or per day at some. Now, you're going to be mining a super large amount of money with ASICs, although ASICs are really quickly outdated, generation to generation. That's a big issue. So, why are people not buying ASICs and buying up all of our PC gamers' precious GPUs? Well, that's because ASICs have a high entry level price. They're basically thousands of dollars per machine, and they're always back ordered, so by the time you get them, remember what I said about ASIC running out of their profitability like within a very short amount of time? That's where this plays in. If you pre-order it and it's back ordered all the way and it takes a couple months to get to your home, well, you're not going to be able to use it because it's not profitable anymore after maybe 3 months after launch. So in the first week of getting it, if you get it the very week it's announced and launched and whatever, then you'll be getting hundreds of dollars per day, and you'll be like, I'm going to be making this back within a month. And then a month passes by and you're making 50 bucks, 20 bucks, 10 bucks. See, it slowly declines because with blockchain technology, if you're mining and the number of hashing rate or hash power is on the network, the higher that is, the more difficult it is, so that each block is mined in around 10 minutes. So it automatically improves the difficulty, which is really bad for miners, but sometimes I really wish that the difficulty went up by 2 million, like right now. Miners are not buying ASICs. A lot of miners are not buying ASICs because it has a super high entryway into this thing. Because it has a super high entry price. Thousands of dollars. Most people can't afford that with a limited guarantee that they're going to be making it back. That's just not what most reasonable people are willing to do. So they're going into GPUs because A, GPUs are much cheaper, even the highest end GPUs within the consumer realm. So right now it's the 1080 Ti and the Vega 64. Those cost around $700 at MSRP. Of course, that's not what they're selling for nowadays. But anyways, you're going to be getting these much cheaper machines that are pretty capable at mining coin. And yeah, like, it's great. But that's not all. That's not the only reason why GPUs are used over ASICs. Second of all, when ASICs stop being profitable, unless you find a stupid idiot on eBay, you're not going to be able to sell them back, and it'll just be a really useless piece of metal. That's not what most people want in their house, especially if that useless piece of metal is $7,000. Yikes. Those are the two main reasons that GPU miners use GPUs over dedicated hardware like ASICs. Why are everyone buying up graphics cards? Because it's a bubble. Back in early 2017, you could get a single 1080 Ti for around $600 to $700, and that will get you $10 worth of coin per day. A single 1080 Ti, $10 per day. That is a ridiculous sum. You'll be stupid not to get into that industry. That is a 70-day ROI if you bought a 1080 Ti for $700. And after that, with a full year of mining would get you a total of $3,650. That's a lot of money. And if you take out $700 out of that, that's like $2,900 with a single $700 investment. That is a phenomenal investment that most people are like, I want that money. And if I was in that position and I had $700 in cash, I would have done that. But I can't afford $700 graphics cards. But anyways, graphics card mining was a bubble. Now that bubble has deflated to the point where my Titan X graphics card... Okay, I know what you're thinking. I'm a hypocrite. Because I just said I'm too poor to afford a $700 graphics card. And I have a Titan X, that's a $1,200 graphics card. I bought it used on Facebook Marketplace for $400. 4 Benjamins. That's a pretty sweet deal, I would say, and... I'm not a hypocrite. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now, with my Titan X, you're going to be getting around $2 per day. That is not bad, but when you count electricity bills and stuff like that, that's not good either, and it's not going to be too profitable. So yeah, it's not best situation right now. Okay, so a lot of gamers are asking, when can I upgrade my GPU? When will the graphics card prices come down to near MSRP? To be serious, guys, I personally think it's not going to come back down till 5 or 10 years later. GPU mining will pretty much always be a thing during the 21st century. It just is. It's not going to be something that is going to go away. And manufacturers are really not going to try to ramp up production because it's such an unstable market. One day you could have demand for 2 million GPUs per day, the next day it will be 500,000. What do you do with the extra GPUs produced? Manufacturers don't want to risk that, so they would rather have a high demand and a small supply with a bunch of gamers grumbling about it, rather than having a high supply and a low demand the next day. That's just how economics works, and that's not going to change until the mining market stabilizes to the point where it's a very, very regular schedule of when the peaks and lows come. And that's not happening in the mining market, because if you know anything about cryptocurrency, it never stabilizes, or at least until now it has never stabilized. Bitcoin is considered one of the most stable of the cryptocurrencies, and look at what happens to it. It peaked in December of 2017 at around $19,000. Right now it's February of 2018, and look at the price, $8,000. It has more than halved within the last 2 months. That is a ridiculous amount. It's never going to stabilize because GPU mining is directly related to cryptocurrency prices. And cryptocurrency prices are never stable. So GPU mining can also never be stable. So it's really going to be hard for manufacturers to ramp up production knowing that they'll still get more profits instead of having a lot of supply the next day with no demand. So I don't think Nvidia and AMD should really ramp up production, or the other board manufacturers for that matter. Now, what can you do if you're a PC gamer and you're an esports person or something like that? You're fine. If you're an esports title lover, there's still good cards out there for you. 1050s and 1050 Ti's, although 1050 Ti's are going for about $50 more than what they should be worth, and RX 550s and 560s are still within their price range. So you can buy those 4 cards, so RX 550, GTX 1050, 1050 Ti, and RX 560. Those are the 4 cards that I would recommend for esports players, and it's more than enough for esports. Esports is really easy to drive. I mean, Intel HD graphics can drive it to a certain degree. But if you are the veteran AAA game player with the ultimate experience playing serious games at tournament level, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know when you're going to be getting a new graphics card, but look through the used market, try to find a good deal, and don't lose hope. That's all the message I can give to you. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, click the like button. If you loved it, click the subscribe button. And, whew, that was a mouthful. As always, guys, stay tech-tastic. Goodbye.